What's up, man? I'm gonna speak in English now so you can get familiar with the language. So you'll get used to it really easily. If I speak Bulgarian, it will be hard for you to get used to it, you know? So I wrote down some questions it's possible to ask you. Probably they will ask you a couple more questions different than this, but this is what I remember. That's what I remember. Let's get started. First of all, when they call you, just try to exercise this often, every day. Like, try to speak English to get familiar, you know, to get used to it. First of all, they will ask you, when they ask you every question, each and every question, when they ask you, they will wait for your response like really long time, like a couple of seconds more, because they are lazy. They just ask you the question and you need to express yourself. You need to explain with why, with this, with this, with this. But try to speak with confidence. Like, you need to be easy about it, you know. Just try to speak with confidence and don't worry about anything. You're not losing anything. That's it. When they call you, you just explain. Before that, you need to practice. If you practice enough, it will be easier for you to speak. I even happened to me a couple of times to face just like right now, to face I'm not finding the words right now, so I'm just not saying anything. They ask me, and you know, you just say I don't know how to explain this, or something like that. Just think of the way how you can explain something. But first of all, you need to practice a lot. Like, watch some videos, vlogs on internet. Try to explain it with more details. If you don't have more details in your head, just when you stop. That's it. Don't make like just be confident. If they ask you, do you have a girlfriend? No. If you're gonna answer with no, you just say no. Don't wait like no, because that shows that you're not confident. Just be confident, be calm, be relaxed. It's hard to be relaxed, but they will ask you the first and the most important question. Have you heard about the company Waldorf Astoria? Is there any cameras here? Have you heard about the company Waldorf Astoria? Make sure, before doing this, make sure you check in internet. That's what I did the first time. So I wrote everything I found in internet about Waldorf Astoria. Everything. It's a Waldorf Astoria. It's a company. You know, everything. Just check in Wikipedia, and any information will be useful for you. Just find the website and check all the videos they have. Just check the videos, and that will help you to easily get into the language, you know, and find more words to describe more things, you know. Astoria hotels, Waldorf Astoria, everything you can find. Just learn it. Write it on 2 big pages. Just learn it and try to practice to explain everything in details. Basic stuff, founders, year, name of the founder, everything. They'll ask you probably if you apply for the for the pool bar. Pool bar is Palm Avenue, is department. So there are different departments. Palm Avenue, it's on the pool. Different, we have inside different departments. One is one restaurant, it's for Chinese food. The other one is for basically for kind of more how to explain this, kind of more official restaurant, for a little bit different. But if you apply for Palm Avenue, it will be really hot in the winter. The winter is really hot. The weather is really hot. The winter, it's zima, prezimata. Weather, it's I even forgot the Bulgarian word, you know. The weather is времето, какво е времето навънка? So they will ask you, do you have a problem with the weather? I mean, it's really hot. The winter, it's 30 degrees. Зимата е около 30 градуса. Обаче през лятото става към 50 градуса. In the summertime, it's really hot. Can you handle this? Are you sure you can handle this, you know? And you need to reply with positive, you know, yes, I'm sure. I have experience working on sun or something like this. Just like you can explain like this, like you don't like winter, so you like hot weather. You like summer. You live in summer only. Like you prefer to live in summer. When it's winter, you can't handle it. Like it's really hard for you. Something like this. You just explain that you like summer. That's why this is one of the reasons you choose to apply to this job in Dubai, because you know it's really hot. So you say something like this. I know in Dubai it's really hot. That was one of the reasons to apply for this job, because I hate winter and I love summer. Like I'm used to working in the summertime more, and I really enjoy it. So that's cool thing for me, or something like this. Yes. You can say something like, I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I like winter. I like summer. Are you willing to work extra hours? They'll ask you probably, are you willing to work extra hours? You just say like, I'm a hard worker, so if I need to work extra hours, it's not a problem for me. Definitely, I'm okay with that. They ask you, what do you do when you're tired, when you can't handle a lot of extra hours? So you say something like this, I just eat well, I sleep enough, and that's pretty much it. I can handle extra hours, I can handle like more than 12 hours in the day working, so I can handle it definitely, or something like this. Just answer yes, you know. And they will say, what do you do? Stupid questions like, what do you do if you need to work like 16 hours? And you just say, I get some more sleep, get good rest. What experience do you have? Well, this is really a tough question, because when I applied, they had my proof from my recent hotel, Soluna Bay. And they saw like it's a proof that I've been working in this hotel. Like this is four stars hotel, so I have the experience. Before that, I had another hotel, so it's kind of they didn't any problem with this to me, because I have the experience. For you, I think maybe a problem, maybe not. It's possible to be a problem. They will say, have you worked this job before? You say, yes, been working as a waiter. Uh, as a waiter 2 months for the summer, for example. But if they want the proof, you cannot provide the proof. That's a little bit problem, but you can sneak out. Like you just say that, but whatever happens. If they say, "Can you give us a proof?" and you say, "Well, I don't have." I don't know. I don't have really any document from my past work or something like that. Kind of. You have it in the workbook. Не знам как се казва. Книжка за стаж. Не знам как се казва. Както и да я намеря в интернет. Не знам. По-е там нещо да обясниш. Просто отговори някак си уверен, да я знам. Do you have any experience? Yes. For example, you can say, yes, my father is a bartender. And no, actually, my father is a waiter, so I have some experience. So I have some experience. He used to explain a lot for the work, so. But I'm not really experienced. You can say that. Just say I'm not really experienced. I have 2 months. I'm not really experienced, but I'm a fast learner. I can learn fast. I'm a hard worker. I'm motivated to learn this. So if I want it, it's easier for me, something like this. Just explain that. Can you send us some document? How many months? They will ask you for sure. They will ask you what motivates you to come here. Let me check first, 1 second. They will ask you for sure what motivates you to come here, to work here. They will just put some question, some stupid question, and you need to explain everything you know about this question. That's why you need to practice before speaking. So they will say, what motivates you to come here? And you can say something like, well, I would like to try to work with people from different nationalities. Dubai is full of different nationalities. There are Indians, they are Europeans, they are Asians, they are Americans, everyone, a lot of nationalities. So what motivates you? Well, I would like to try to work with different people of different nationalities. I find that really interesting. And I'm excited to try this, Another reason what motivates you to come here. I believe that you need to take risks in your life in order to grow, to change yourself. You need to take risks. So that was the other reason. I want to change myself. I want to experience new things. That's why I applied. It's really interesting for me. I would love to work here. Another reason what motivates you to come to work here. Another reason I would love to work in this industry. It's interesting for me because my father was working with this for so long, and I think it will be interesting for me also to try it, First of all, they will ask you about the. First of all, they will ask you about the luxury. What is luxury for you? Luxury is looks. Before looks is a tip. Luxury. A lot of people think that luxury is something bad. Like it's only rich people. There's a little bit hate about luxury. But luxury actually is providing the perfect service. Because imagine if you're a rich guy. Okay, you're a rich guy, you have a lot of money. But in order to make this money, you've been focused on only one thing. For example, Grigor Dimitrov. He's focused on only one thing. Tennis, sport, every day, hard work. And he deserves, because he's rich, no matter if he's rich, no matter how he made his money, he deserves to get luxury, to get good service. This is the idea of this hotel, luxury. Luxury is providing the best service you can. The guest for you is almost like a god. You have to help him no matter what. This is the idea. You need to understand this idea. You need to respect the guest like your own parents. Imagine your own parents. You need to respect them like everything you have. If you see them like after 10 years, you'd like to help them with everything, like to cook them a dinner, to make a nice bed and everything. You need to provide everything you have. This is basically luxury. You need to want to get good, to provide good service. Provide snapdish. You need to provide good service. You need to provide excellent service. Now I'm teleported in my room because they interrupted me. So whatever. I was talking about. Let me close this window. I was talking about luxury. I was talking about luxury. So you need to understand a little bit about the idea of luxury. You need to provide service at the best you can, the best of your possibilities. So you just need to give your best to be perfect, to be brilliant. Don't worry, you're gonna get used to it. They'll ask you something like, what do you love to do? Basically, don't tell that you love to play poker, because I don't think that will help, because they'll say, oh, this guy is poker maniac, or want to spend his money, you know. Most of the people think that poker is something bad. They don't realize that some people actually made a lot of money with intelligence. And you're not, but by the way, you're not one of these people, but whatever. A lot of people made money with intelligence, but for a lot of people, poker is not a good thing. So it's good for you not to mention poker, but whatever you want. If you want, just tell that you love to play poker. I don't know. What do you love to do? You can explain, well, I love spending time with my closest friends, my family. I love normal stuff like most people. I love music. I really love music. I really enjoy music. Like, you can say that you're a singer or something. Like, I really love singing in front of people. I think I have a gift, but for now I'm developing it. So you just come up with something. What do you love to do? Just explain something in details in English, of course. But mostly I love growing What did I said? I said I love growing as a character. I love setting goals for myself. I love reaching these goals and proving to myself that I can do it. Something like this. You can use this also. You can say I love setting goals for myself. I love growing as a person. I love challenges. You can say I love to do sports. I love challenges. I love learning new things. I don't know. Just came up with something that you love and explain it in English. Okay. Do you know what is luxury? I already explained what is luxury. More of me. Serving how people would describe you. They will probably ask you how people will describe you. Well, I'm a normal person. I go out with friends. I have a girlfriend. You can say you have a girlfriend. You can say you don't have a girlfriend. Whatever. I love my family. I love my friends. I love music. Basic stuff. Like nothing special. Like I just want to visit different countries and see different cultures and see different people from different nationalities, something like this. You just explain in details. What is your expectation about money? They will probably ask you, what is your expectation about money? If they ask you, you just say around $6,000. $6,000. $6,000 is basically my salary for bartender. For waiter is servitor. For waiter, the smallest salary in the hotel actually smallest salary is it's around Бърках се как беше. Най-малката заплата тук е 1100 дирам. Чисто, само заплатата. Което е 500 лева. Минималната заплата. Минималната в хотела за сервитьор е 500 лева. Плюс сервис чардж, плюс такси, плюс тип, плюс бакшиши, ти отива към 7-800 лева. Минималната. 7-800 лева. Вече ако с моята заплата, за барман заплатата е 800 лева. Вече ако с моята заплата плюс сервис чардж и тип отиваш над 1000 лева. Обаче ти, примерно с тази квалификация можеш да поискаш I forget speaking in English. You can ask for how many dollars? The salary, if the salary is 600 leva, you can ask for $400 or $500. Around, you just say, well, if they say, what is your expectation about the money? You just say around $500. It's okay for me. If you are not counting the tips and everything, like something like this. If they say, what is your expectation about money? You just say around $500. That means $500. That means 700 leva. Around. You just say around. Don't say I want this money, but you just say around $500. It's good for me. The first time I didn't notice the difference between 1,000 and 100, because 100 is 100, 1,000 is 1000. So they first called me. They told me that everything is perfect with this hotel. So I get a call from another hotel, and they said, "What is your expectation about money?" And I said 5,000, and he started laughing like, "What, 5,000?" or something like this. And the conversation was finished. But I don't give a shit because I know that I already have a job in Dubai, so I don't give a shit. What is your expectation? Казваш долу-горе около $500. Долу-горе. Around $500. It's a salary. Salary, it's a заплата. Monthly payment. Salary, monthly payment, заплата. You just say, for my qualification, I think $500, it's fine for me, something like this. If they offer you my salary, if they offer you more than this money, you just say, okay, I'm fine with that. If they don't ask you, if they don't ask you, at the end of the conversation, at the end of the interview, they will ask you. No, at the end of the interview, they will say, okay, just ask me something, because they already asked you a bunch of questions, and now you need to ask something about the job. You're interested about the job, so you need to ask something, and then you can ask what is the monthly payment, what is the salary. If they say 1,800 dirhams, that means 1800 дирхами, което значи 800 лева. Ако ти кажат те, значи с моята заплата, което е бомбичка, ще вземеш над 1000 лева на месец. Ако не, ако с минималната, ако ти кажат 100, не, ако ти кажат $1,100, that means 1100 дирхами, което е 60% от моята заплата. Ама както и да е, в двата случая си добре. Обаче просто говори за парите като в смисъл нещо нормално, да я кажеш, няма проблеми, 20 лева ще работи. Просто си говори нормално, кажи $500 са добре за мен. Свършваме по тази тема, прекалено много говорих за пари. They will say, what questions do you have? Can you ask us something? Are you interested in something? You just say, how is the food? How is the food? Is it provided by the company? Or I need to buy my food? Or something like this. You know that they provide the food, but you just need to ask something. So you just ask them, how is the food, who provides the food? They will say, oh, we provide the food, you have breakfast, lunch and dinner, we provide the food. This is the moment when they say, oh, we provide. They will say, we provide the transport, we provide the shelter, we provide everything. This is the moment when they will say this stuff. But you just ask about the food, and then you can ask the transport, how many hours I need to get from the accommodation. Accommodation, it's the place when you live. So you just say accommodation. So what time do I need to get from accommodation to the hotel? This is a specific question, remember. What time do I need to get from accommodation to the hotel? It's like half an hour or 1 hour or 2 hours. What time? And just see what happens. Just see what they will answer. We already discussed salary. You just ask them. If they don't, what is the majority of nationalities? it's a random question. You can ask, what is the majority of nationalities? They will say, oh, 5% and Indians. Like, they won't say specific numbers. Like, they don't know all the numbers, but they can say like probably, oh, I don't know, or maybe it's 50% of these, and then they will explain. But you need to ask something. That means you're interested. That means you have confidence to ask, not only to answer the questions and say, oh, okay, I'm waiting for you. You just say, what is the majority of nationalities? Is the food covered by me or by the company? Transport, what time do I need to get from the accommodation to the hotel? Do you have medical care? Like, I think this question is not so important because they usually provide medical care. So don't ask that. So you can ask, do I need to pay for the ticket, for the visa, or it's covered by the company? Do I need to pay for the ticket and the visa, or it's covered by the company? So I think you are translating this. Трябва да плащаш за билети за виза или е покрито от компанията. They will say, oh, it's covered by the company, don't worry. Another important thing, the tattoo you have on your neck. So you need to say something like, you cannot avoid this because they will say send us pictures. And if you send pictures, you don't have any pictures without this tattoo. All your pictures are with the stupid tattoo. So you just need to face it. You just say, I need to mention something. I have a tattoo on my neck, like big 5 centimeters. But I don't think it's a problem because I'm gonna wear some kind of, I don't know the word. You just say, I'm gonna cover it with something. Like, I'm gonna wear some for the neck, tattoo cover or something like this. I don't know how is this called, man. You just need to find it. And when you explain, you just say, I have a tattoo on my neck. It's like big, around 5 centimeters. But I have, and you say this word, it's a tattoo cover or something like this. But you say it's not a problem because I'm gonna wear this. Wear is noser. I'm gonna wear this cover for my neck and it won't be visible for anybody. So something like this. You just explain. And you just ask, is it a problem? And they can say, yeah, it's a problem. You cannot apply for the job with tattoo. But I had a colleague who has a lot of tattoos. He had here, he had on his legs. So he had around 4 tattoos. For the neck, it's a little bit fucked up because you cannot hide it. But you just explain the solution. You have solution. You have something to cover it. So it's not some kind of paper shit that can fall anytime. You find something really safe so you can cover the whole neck, you know. You can wear this in the hot time because you need to cover it. Or, I don't know, have you ever thinking about removing this tattoo from your neck? I don't know, but now it's not possible right now. So you just need to explain that you have a solution for this tattoo, and you just explain the solution with confidence, and then at the end say, is it a problem? And they might say it's a problem. They might say if you cover it, it's not a problem. I don't know how they will react about this. But you just risk. So Another question you can ask is how many hours is the workday? They will say around 9, I think. How many hours is the workday? Simple question. Something about, if they ask you something about you, just explain something about you. I'm living on my own, I'm living with my girlfriend, something like this. So that's pretty much it. If I come up with something, I'll make another video or I will text you. I think this video helps you because I'm speaking in English, so it's really easier to merge this English, this language. It's really easier to remember it. And if you watch this movie like 5 times or more, my suggestion is to watch it more times so you can get used to it with the questions and the answers and everything. But whatever, I wish you good luck. And when you're ready, I'll text, or you can text and you can send your CV. I'll help you to make the CV. You can send the CV to the beverage manager. He will translate he will send the CV to HR and they will call you probably. They will give you an interview. Okay, that's pretty much it. Bye bye for now.